Right, so let's just have a quick test of this game. Let's go to raid mode. Yeah, we'll start raid mode. I've played the first, I don't know, 20 minutes of this game about 4 times now. I cannot get any of these videos to come out. Not really sure what I'm doing wrong. I've noticed there's a new update to the Hauppauge software, which I've just updated, and apparently, weapon upgrading, cool. You can attach, unlike the campaign, it's not easy to remove the parts you've attached. You either must destroy the parts to remove it, or destroy the weapon itself and collect the remaining parts. Take care in deciding what parts you want to attach. You cannot equip 2 of the same parts, such as damage level 1 and level 2 at the same time. The following part combinations are also prohibited. Okay. Yeah, so so many videos have just not come out properly or at all, so I'm just going to give this a quick run. There's been a new update for the Hauppauge, and the Hauppauge has mentioned that there were bugs in the last release, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, gee, do you think? But let's see how. Let's see if we can just do one run of this game. There we go. I've made my intro. I've made loads of thumbnails. I just cannot get the damn videos to come out. And now I am actually putting this on 720p, or at least it should be 720p. TV's not cooperating with me. Oh yeah, it's definitely 720p. Just because it gives you a slight it doesn't really matter too much on YouTube, and it gives you a very slight quality drop, which you can't really tell too much due to the way YouTube works, but 60 frames a second in the videos is very noticeable, I think. Good headshot there. I like the way this game controls, and to be honest, from the little bit that I've played of it, I really like this game. Hopefully we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, the game and the co-op between the two characters as well is really good. Both characters are extremely different, which I like. I like that a whole load. And I thought he was dead. Get off me. That's unfortunate. I also like the new dodge mechanic. You can now dodge whenever you want, which is good. Unlike in the original Resident Evil Revelations, where you had to be quite specific with your dodges. Not so in this one. You can initiate the dodge anytime you like. I'm just hoping that this new software update has actually done something positive. Now, what's interesting is it did actually say it fixes a problem with using multi-track recording, which is what I use. So, who knows, maybe it was something to do with that. I also like the zombies in this game. I like the way they're kind of zombie-ish. And, because the whole Last Plaga thing was cool, but to my mind, I should say, it wasn't really Resident Evil. And by the time we got to Resident Evil 6, they were just so far off what the enemy should have been. It just got a bit sad at that point. But this seems to be a little bit of a return to form. Raid mode as well feels a lot better than it used to be. Oh god, that was stupid. Feels a lot better than it used to be, which is also good. Whether I'll actually be doing much raid mode, I'm not sure. To be honest, I got pretty burnt out with raid mode in Revelations 1. There was just too much of it. I didn't like the way that you had to replay the same level for hours. I'm not even kidding. Like these little 10-12 minute levels. Well, they weren't even that. Thinking about it, some of them were only like 6 minutes, like maximum. and you had to replay them for hours and hours and hours to level up. Yeah, that was a really stupid move, and I don't know if that's in this. I really don't know. If that kind of behaviour is in this, then I'm not even going to bother with it, to be honest. But there does look like there's a lot more in this game. Now we have crystals, so if we die, we can use a crystal to kind of come back to life, which I think is interesting. And they've added micro transactions as well, which is whatever. Yeah, the way I see microtransactions, if you don't want to use them, just don't use them. It's that simple. I don't think that microtransactions should be in a full fat paid game, but this isn't a full fat paid game. This is I think it's, the whole set is 25 quid, which is actually less than half of a full AAA game. So I can deal with the microtransactions. There's nothing in there that's really offensive, so whatever. And the fact that if you want, you can just buy the first episode for a £5. I also think that's quite a good move on Capcom. I would have liked all the episodes to have been here on day one. To be honest, I don't know why we have to wait a week for each episode, but I don't know. I guess they're trying something new again. The gameplay is very good. Character movement is a bit funny. I don't know. It still feels a little bit off. It's not terrible by any means, but your characters feel like they're very light. So we've got a lot more bullets. Got plenty of bullets, which is good. So yeah, definitely digging the new enemy designs. I haven't seen all the enemies, mind you, because I haven't got very far in the actual story, and this is the only raid mode mission that I've actually played, so take that into consideration. Graphics are they're okay. They do the job. Thing is, again, this isn't a full priced game, so you don't expect this thing to be running on the CryEngine 3, for instance. But for what it is, it does the job pretty well. It is on par with Revelations. Oh, machine pistol ammo. It's on par with Revelations, the first game. Maybe a little bit better in some respects, but pretty much the same deal. There's a nice depth of field effect actually that's kind of going on in the background there. It's actually maybe not too nice, but it's there if you like your post-process effects. I like them when they're done well. Having said that, I am running this game at 720p, which is going to have an effect. Now your characters have special bonuses as well, like special abilities. Oh hell, shit! Didn't see him, which I thought was quite interesting. And you actually get skill points that you can put into these abilities, which again is very good for this type of mode. Oh, I see. Okay. I was wondering what that bright light was. It was him beaming in. Nice try. Ow. So I'm taking it these guys look like ex-soldiers of some sort. They all have like these weird helmets on. Ah, more, eh? Now that sound effect is from Resident Evil 6. The sound effect of those zombies burning up there. Now also, I was going to play this with mouse and keyboard. Only trouble is, the mouse is very loud, very clicky on the mic, so I've decided just to go back to the controller, which works fairly well. Not as good as a mouse, but they never are. But then I'm not against control pads anyway. I think control pads are perfectly fine. Now that's interesting. You can actually exit the level now, but of course there are some more enemies. Let's try our machine pistol. Now also, one thing that I was quite surprised about, they've added a bit of a bullet rise on your gun. You've got muzzle rise now. So you have to do your whole short control bursts. You have to be disciplined when rattling away on these guys. Because it's very easy to just dump a whole magazine. And before you know it, you're shooting into space. Especially with this thing. But you can upgrade your proficiencies, which is quite cool. For instance, you can buy a proficiency in handguns, for instance, and you can upgrade that with the skill points I was saying about earlier. So the whole upgrade system is far better. So anyway, I'm going to end this, and if the moons have aligned and the god of metal is smiling on me, this video might have come out. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.